Good morning. I want to give some provoking thought to Brexit, the recent activities going on with Brexit, and the leadership of our Prime Minister and key members of the cabinet, the government. I've never been really one for remaining on that staunch side. I've never been dramatically on the Leave side either, to any large extent. I mean, I'd respect either leadership model if they were leading the country effectively in taking us in the right direction. And that's what I'd really like to say first of all. I lost all respect for Theresa May when she established so many changes to her position on Brexit over the last 6 months, really. More so than her full time as Prime Minister. The last 6 months in particular, she has lost my vote. Because she hasn't had the strength to lead the country through Brexit. She's pussyfooted around to try and get a deal. She's gone from saying no deal is better than a bad deal to saying whatever we do, we mustn't have a no deal, which is the worst thing you can say to the other side who we're negotiating with. It doesn't matter what you're negotiating for. If I'm sitting down with a supplier and I'm going to buy some product, if the other side knows I'm going to buy some product regardless of what price I'm going to pay for it, they've got the position of strength. And this is exactly where the EU are at the moment. It's appalling. When we've got 54% of the country that voted to leave the EU as the first point of understanding. In a successful Brexit, there has to be pain before the gain, in my opinion. You know, there's no simple solution with this. There is going to be pain before the gain. But once we've stepped out of the European Union, it'll be the European Union who will be working as hard as anything to form a deal. And that will happen because of the current status of trade anyway. So, you know, I think we have to hang in there now. We've made this decision. I'm not saying it was the right decision to make at the time, but we've got to do it now. I was talking to an old colleague of mine about a year ago in South Africa about our leadership roles in this country. We don't have any leaders at all. We have people who act on the moment, but leadership is lacking. It's lacking in government and it's lacking in business, big business. I firmly believe that. We haven't got a leader in our government. We haven't got a leader, or we haven't got many leaders in our large business. The large corporations that are anti-Brexit are looking at the situation now, short term, and what it would cost them to make certain changes. Therefore, they don't want to make a move, or they're suggesting. So they're applying negative thinking to Brexit. The Brexiteers, on the other hand, have also done a very bad job in selling the Brexit position. They haven't done enough to convince people that it is the route forward for the country, and it will give better opportunities in the long term and improve the lifestyle of people generally. They've failed in doing that. So both sides have failed. So we've reached this situation now where we've got this bad deal on the table which Theresa May is trying to push through. Whether she will get it through or not is going to be interesting. And we've got volatile groups on all sides of the cabinet, the Parliament, and the country, all with differing opinions based on certain things they believe, based on what media have said to them, or whoever. So it's disaster. It's a disaster. That famous saying where they say leaders take people on a journey where they look forward to the trip. As simplistic as that may sound, that is fact, that is true. And that's what we don't have with the leaders in our government and in the opposition party either, to be honest with you. And our business leaders say exactly the same, really, in terms of that as well. They're looking at short-term gains. That's all they're looking at, short-term gains. Not at the bigger picture, not of our position in 15, 20 years from now. They like to bring out the card that says, we've made a decision, this is the Brexiteers, have made a decision which is going to be worse for our children and grandchildren. It's absolute rubbish. Codswallop. You know, but why don't the Brexiteers challenge it and make their point strong as well? Anyway, the bottom line for me, being a positive person, is I think it will all end okay. Brexit. I think, like I said, there will be some pain, no doubt, before the game, as there is at the moment. But I remain positive that we'll find our way through this, and we will get all right. We'll get to a situation which will be okay. What is that statement that he makes in that film? Yeah. It'll be all right in the end. And if it's not all right at the moment, it's not yet the end. That's where we are. Cheers.